Hey guys, it's Kate. Welcome to another speed build. I'm so excited for this video. Finally, I'm back. In my last video, I already mentioned that I kind of have a sore throat, that my throat is hurting very bad, and I indeed got very sick, so I couldn't create anything. But now I'm back, and I'm building a mansion on a 50 by 40 lot in Del Sol Valley. After the release of Get Famous, I built a lot of mansions and just general builds in Del Sol Valley, but then I kind of got bored of it simply because when you're building in the same world over and over again constantly, it kind of gets boring, not only to build but also to watch it probably. So I started to build in other worlds again, but now I'm back in Del Sol Valley, and again I'm using the terrain tools to create a cute little family home. I mean, it is a mansion probably when you look at the whole house and how big it is, but on the inside it's actually not that big. There are 2 bedrooms, one master bedroom and one kids room and one bathroom, and the layout is quite interesting because there's one main floor where you enter, and there's the living room and all that, and then at the bottom you have to go downstairs to reach the bedroom area, but you're going to see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. And I decided to build stairs like this, kind of to make it look interesting, I guess, and I couldn't really decide on the colors at first, so I'm going to change up a few things. You guys know I love to do that, and I also decided to include a garage, as you can see here. I did this simply because it looks cool in my opinion. I know that this is kind of a controversial topic for some people, because some people are going like, what can I use a garage for? You know, there is no real purpose for this, but I think that it looks cool, and I also think that it's a very realistic, cool place for a home gym or something, because in a regular sized house, in a typical family home, that is not completely over the top. It kind of makes sense to me that you add stuff like this to the garage. So that's what I did. As you're going to see, the Sims can enter the garage from the side, and there's a little home gym area and also the little flower table thingy that came with seasons, I think, and that kind of stuff. But you're going to see what I'm talking about. And I decided to go for a double gable roof. I love this look, and let me tell you, my week was horrible. I'm not going to complain, there are worse things, but I just want to give you guys a little life update and what happened. So first, I kind of just had a sore throat, which isn't too bad, but I kind of noticed that I'm not feeling good, and then a couple of days later I was feeling much better, and I actually twittered that I'm feeling better, and I was happy. I wanted to go back to creating and back to living life, and I was very optimistic. And on that same evening I took down the Christmas decorations. Here in Germany we traditionally take them down on January 6th, so that's what I did. And then I think this is how it happens, because it happened so quickly. I don't even know, but I kind of tripped, and then, you know, when you trip and then you take a big step forward, you are kind of lunging forward with one leg to catch yourself so you don't fall. That's what I did. I didn't think about it, it just happened. But the sofa was in front of me, so there wasn't enough space for my foot to completely land. And then I think my toes kind of curled up, and then my toes and my foot smashed onto the sofa, and it just hurt so badly, just the way it does when you're stubbing a toe, you know, the classic situation when you just stub your little toe on something and it hurts so badly. This is kind of how it felt, but it were 2 toes next to the big toe, the 2 toes, and it hurt really badly. But then it kind of stopped hurting after a minute. I mean, you know the drill, you kind of sit down, you go like ouch, ouch, and then everything is back to normal. So I continue to take down all the decorations, and then it started to hurt really badly, like after an hour, really badly, and I started to limp. It was really bad. I don't know, think I really hurt my toes. I don't know, I stubbed them, I don't know, and then I kind of taped them and put some diclofenac on top, and I was limping. And then the next day I was waking up with the most horrible cold, so the sore throat was just kind of the beginning of it all, and then I was feeling really bad. I had a fever, and I was just laying in bed all week, And I guess I'm sorry for that. You may even be able to still hear my voice. It sounds a little bit weird, but yeah, I'm back, not complaining. There are definitely worse things in life. Stuff like this happens. It's not bad, but this is a little life update. This is what happened and why I didn't upload anything sooner. And here I'm working on the front yard area, and the front yard area is not your typical front yard. I would say it's more like a garden in the front, like a proper garden. I don't know, you could even add some other stuff to it. I kept it simple and I just added a bench, as you're going to see. And here I'm changing the colors. I wanted the whole house to look very welcoming and suburban and happy. Not suburban in the actual sense. I once said suburban, and then someone was asking me that I have a very optimistic outlook on what suburban means. But no, I know that it's not a typical small family home or something, but I really wanted to have this very classic, dreamy family home kind of feel, and I think it turned out so cool. And the roof color that I'm going to choose eventually is quite orangey, and I think I've never used this one before. And funnily enough, I always thought that it looks kind of cool, so I tried to use it multiple times for several builds. I just put on the orange roof color and then it looked so weird. I don't know, the roof color looks like, it just reminds me of some type of Lego house or something, but I don't know, for this house it was just working so well. I don't know, I put it on and I really enjoyed it. It just looks so cool. What I really like about this house is just how warm everything looks. I decided to use this very warm toned brown color. I would have loved to use the same color for the garage area, but unfortunately these doorways aren't available in the same kind of brown color. And here I'm using pink awnings and pink flowers. I've never used these before, I think, at least not the flowers. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of pink. I always kind of thought about using them because it still looks cool. It just looks so dreamy and so cute. So I kind of used them. It's funny. I always wanted to use the orange roof and I always wanted to use some of the pink details. And then, I don't know, it somehow all worked out for one build, which is so weird, but I really love it. And I love the combination of the white and the brown. This is kind of the look that I was going for. This kind of contrast. I love to work with contrast, and there is a lot of white going on. I love the wood that I used for the exterior. It's just perfect, and I kind of noticed that I kind of always missed taking a close look at all the wood colors or the wood wall options that we have in this game. There are many cool ones, and I used the stone wall color that is part of the bowling stuff pack. I used this color, and this time I used it in the darkest possible option. And here I'm just adding a foundation to the front, because when you're building a house like this, when you are building a house with terrain tools that has a room at the bottom, and then you just have another floor on top, just the way I built it, you have to make sure that you add some foundation for your patio areas and all that, because there's a little step and this is very easy to miss. The first time I was building a house like this, using this type of method with the terrain tools, I kind of built the house using the terrain tools with this method, and then I always check that everything kind of works and that no path is blocked and all that stuff. And then I wanted my sim to enter the house and he wouldn't, and I didn't notice what is going on, but then I noticed that there is a little step, a little gap between the actual house and the terrain, so you have to add a step or just foundation. You could also add just a little piece of foundation and a step and that's it, but I thought that the most simple way here would just to add a foundation and then some stairs. And I used a lot of these plants again. These plants are just perfect to hide the slopes that you create when you're using the terrain tools. We can't color them, and because of the shape of these flowers, they are just perfect to hide them. And when you're holding down shift, you automatically copy an object, so it's very easy to place a lot of them. You just pick up your plant and then hold down shift, place it, and it's just, you can place one after another, and it's very easy to just hide slopes like this. And I think it's just a beautiful plant in general. It has this beautiful, almost a little bit cool tone green. I really love this. And here I'm again using pink flowers to continue the theme. So I wanted to use the same color that I used in the front, and just so everything kind of goes well together, I guess. And here I'm adding the bench that I mentioned before, and just a little area for your Sims to have a little barbecue. Of course, as always, this house is available in the gallery. You can find all the information in the description box down below. Here I wanted to add these purple flowers, but then I eventually decided to just make them white because I felt like the pink details that I added were enough. I didn't want to go overboard, and I felt like the purple kind of clashed with the pink of the other flowers and the awning, so I changed it to white. And I think the interior also turned out quite cool. It's a very simple family home, as I said. You just have 2 bedrooms, but it's cool for a small family. And now it's time to announce the 2 winners of the giveaway. In my last video, I said that I would like to have a little giveaway to say thank you for 5k subs, and that there would be 2 winners, and each could win a stuff pack of their choice. And to be honest, I thought that there would be some videos in between, but as I said, I got sick, so here is already the video where I'm going to announce the 2 winners. I used commentpicker.com to pick 2 random comments, and the winners are Forever Always 924 and Emily Clark. So the first winner is Forever Always 924, and the second one is Emily Clark. So please contact me. You have 3 days to contact me. You can either message me on Twitter or on my Facebook page, or you can even send me an email. Just contact me. You have 3 days. If the winners should not contact me, I'm going to determine new winners. But congratulations. Thank you so much for joining this giveaway, to all of you. And in case you didn't win, don't be sad, because let me tell you, there are going to be plenty of other giveaways in the future. So thank you everyone, and congratulations. For the interior, I tried to continue the theme of the exterior, so I used a combination of very warm toned brown colors and a lot of white and grays and this type of stuff, and I kind of wanted to make it look old-fashioned, but not too old-fashioned, a little bit rustic but also modern, which is why I used this glass table, for example. And these sofas are part of the vintage Glamour pack, so they kind of have a 20s feeling to them, but I think they also kind of feel a little bit modern. And I combined these pictures on the wall with the whole kind of interior and used these curtains. So I wanted to have a cool combination of different styles, so it looks unique and homey, but I don't know, I just wanted to have a good mix going on. I did not build a separate office because the house is not really that big, so I just included a desk to the living room and a bookshelf and a chess table, just the typical office stuff. I love to build separate offices, but in this house there wasn't that much space for that, I guess. And I think the kitchen also turned out quite cool, as you're going to see. I tried to change up the layout a little bit. I love to build kitchens that have a huge island counter in the center, but this time I wanted to build a different kitchen. And for the dining room, I combined 2 tables, so it's a very long table. I think it looks so cool, and when you have a lot of Sims around for a party or something, there is plenty of space to sit, because I just added 2 little pieces of island counter to the kitchen on the side, so there's not that much space, and a little round table, kind of like, I like to call it a breakfast area. So you have a formal dining room area, but also some space to sit and hang out in the kitchen. While I was just chilling on the sofa and in bed, I watched a lot of Riverdale, and I have to say, I said it before in my last video, but what is going on with this plot? I'm not going to spoil anything, but I think this is the most crazy thing that I have ever seen, and I'm here for it. I don't know, it's one of these things where you really have to shake your head, but you just enjoy it and you want more and more. But now I have watched all episodes, and I'm kind of sad. I'm really looking forward to more episodes. I'm really curious what is going on, and now I started to watch House of Cards, the new season and the last season. I still didn't have time to watch it, and now I started to watch it, and I don't know, it's weird. Again, not going to spoil anything, but I think that everyone knows by now that Kevin Spacey was kicked out of the show, so this season is very different, and I'm I'm really curious how this season is going to develop. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, what are you watching at the moment and what are your favorite TV shows at the moment. Maybe you guys have some good recommendations for each other, and for me, I would love to hear what you enjoy watching. I always love to hear about new shows that I haven't watched maybe. It's always good to have some recommendations. So this is almost it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the speed build. Sorry for taking so long to upload again, but now I'm back, and I don't know, I kind of hope that now that the year kind of started a little bit rocky, I just hope that, I don't know, maybe I just used all my bad luck for that year already, and now everything is going to be fine and I'm going to be healthy, hopefully. So now I'm back, and I just look forward to create a lot of stuff. There's going to be some tutorials soon, not only speed builds, it's time for another tutorial, so stay tuned. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and as always, I am going to include the information for this house, as I said, and I'm also going to include the names of the winners, and I'm also going to pin a comment just so everyone kind of immediately sees what's going on, and so the winners know that they have won the giveaway. And as I said, there will be more giveaways in the future, so I hope that you guys have an amazing week, a great day. I hope that you are all doing great, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.